Hi folks, and welcome back to Tonleigh Bridge in the pod, the Pit of Doom. And we have timber, 3 sheets there of 9mm ply. They're 18 inches wide, they're 5.5 foot long, and they're going to be for the side that you see there and for along the back wall for the fiddle yard. And then down here we've got 3 more sheets, they're 5.5 foot long, well one's 5 foot. And they're 2 foot wide, and that's for the main ceiling boards. Let's see what's in the car. And there's more. So we've got the ribs cut for the sides, and there's 11 of those. That will make up the sides and the strengtheners across. There's a spare bit of board there that's been left over, and that'll be used for cutting to 2-inch sections for corner blocks. We've got 500 screws, and we've got some over centre latches there ready for holding the boards together. And we have a track plan, more of that later. So the first job is to cut this into 50mm lengths, and these will act as the corner blocks, so they've got to be accurate, just roughly for the corners. So the first lots of blocks are cut. There's 8 for the larger boards and 6 for the smaller boards. Next job now is to make up the boards. Okay, so back to the track plan now for a moment, and we have the board sizes here. So you can see I worked out the individual board sizes that I would need and made a list up ready for cutting for up at a friend's place. So that's the board sizes worked out, and then what we have is basically 2 fiddle yards here. We've got 4 road there and another 4 road there. They're going to be code 100 in the fiddle yard because I don't need anything fancy, and I also want to use insel frog points in the fiddle yard so I can switch the points and cut off the power to the locos for sound, so I'm going to keep turning sounds on and off, etc. Okay, so we'll take these 4 rows here to begin with, and it's bi-directional, so it can be going to the right or the left, and it's the inner line here. So following this around, hopefully there'll be a bit of a yard or something here, we hope, and that will come round to what is basically a speed link type yard through here. Again, maybe some loco stabling or something here, and then again following the inside line back through to the fiddle yard. If we take the outer line, and we'll go in the same direction just for now, so we take the outer 4 tracks and they come through and they run around here, hopefully some sidings at the end of there, and then it will split into 2 tracks for along the back here, and I'm hoping that's going to be raised on a bit of an embankment, probably only 1 inch or so higher than the rest of it. Across the door area, probably into a tunnel there, so that it's separating from the other one, and then again back in to the fiddle yard. So that's 2 separate tracks, 2 separate lots of trains I can have running. Now the clever part is this. We'll go back to the inner one here for a moment, and we've got a 4-way crossover here, and the idea is that if all 4 points are set, we can come out. We'll go again clockwise just for convenience. We can come out from here, it crosses over, it runs around the back, and it's bypassing the yard. So in other words, it's a relief road that bypasses the main yard. We can always stop a loco there or a train there, and with one coming in the other direction, it's a passing point. It then carries on around, as we saw before. Whoops, sorry, it's not following that very well. It then carries on around and comes back, and it comes into this other fiddle yard. Now there I can stop the train, swap it for another train if I wanted to, or it can carry on, and because all these 4 points are set, it will cross over again and becomes the inner line. So it's then going through the yard, again, I can stop it, I can put a train going the other direction, or one continuing in the same direction, or the same train can continue, and that will come around and then come back around, and we're back on the inner fiddle yard. So basically I can go around the room twice with just one train if I wanted to, crossing over through the outer, completely missing, stopping there if I want to, bring another train from the outer here in the opposite direction, that will cross over there, that will come around, and that will then cross over there to the inner fiddle yard. It's all getting a bit complicated now. I can see you're losing the will to live already, so am I. And then that can come around and come into the Speedlink yard there, but we'll see how it goes once we start laying track. As always with my plans, things will change, so don't take it all as gospel, but that's the plan at this early stage, and we'll see how we go from there. Right, let's go back and cut some more wood now. So there we go with the first board done. This is going to form the fiddle yard board, and I did say just now that things might change. Well, instead of having two 5'6" and a 3-foot fiddle yard board, I'm using this 8-foot length that was left over from the side cuttings, and then I'll put a 5-foot, it'd be about 5'3" board over the workbench area. So that's the first board done, and as I say, that's the fiddle yard. So it's actually built upside down being the fiddle yard, because it keeps the stock on the board. Now we'll get on and do the rest of the boards, and we'll see what it looks like once they're all done. So there we go, the first two baseboards are done. This will form the main part of the fiddle yard, and then there just needs a 5-foot section to go down to where the other bit will come there. And then along here, this board is now on its frame that I've made up, because the fiddle yard in effect will start around about there somewhere on the curve and going in around. So that's where we have it on a Saturday morning. Right, there we go folks, that'll be it for this video. I mean, the other baseboards are going to be the same format, same as this. Obviously the ordinary ones are upside down, the same as that one is there. There's an edging to go on that one yet, because the support is underneath that one, but it's resting on the main frame. So the others will be the same, so we'll come back and show you once we start laying some track. Thanks again for watching, and happy modelling, stay safe, and we'll catch you in the next video. Cheers now. Bye. Enjoy your modelling. Bye.